So I'm gonna support my partner's claim that firearms should not be within the possession of staff members in K through 12. Our opponent's main claim was that there should be staff members that should have them on them. But the fact is that most of these shootings, where there were 6 to 8 shootings from 1996 all the way to 2013, within schools, most of the shootings were caused actually by a student or a former student. So that just shows how we should focus more on the development of the children instead of focusing on stopping outsiders when the outsiders actually the students within the schools. Children are not going to be in a safe environment as many parents expect. Many parents hope that their children go to school and actually they're completely away from all these like violent weapons or any type of weapons in that case. Mark Takano, recently elected to represent California's newly established 41st Congress District, stated that our schools should be safe, positive environments, and having guns under teachers' desks or in closets does not only sends the wrong message to our children, but puts their lives in danger the minute they enter school grounds, as every child would become a potential victim to gun accidents. The truth of the matter is that there's so many gun accidents within the age group of children because like not all parents don't even they can't really hide their guns properly sometimes. Children are surrounded by these weapons. Accidents happen all the time. More than 500 children die annually from accidental gunshots. Some shoot themselves while others kill friends or siblings after discovering the guns by playing around, by pretending that they're like cops and robbers. Everybody plays that game on the small sometimes. Every day, approximately 5 children are injured or killed on a national basis as a result of handguns. That just shows that if you put the guns within the school environment, where we actually hope for them to not be around these weapons, there might be accidents that could happen. The traditional school atmosphere will give a negative view. That'll be my other claim. Teachers don't want to carry guns. They choose to educate students not to see some of the positive of a gun. How can we go back in time from telling a middle school student that what they taught them a long time ago in 1st grade was wrong? The fact of in 1st grade and through 5th grade, a lot of teachers said that weapons are wrong, that smoking is wrong, a lot of violence is wrong. And now you're telling the students that it's okay to have a gun on campus, that it's okay to carry a gun because it's protection, when actually the gun is the main reason why a lot of people die, since there's been so many countless accidents that happen all the time, even when it's not meant to. Kenneth S. Trump, president of National School Safety and Security Services, stated that the vast majority of teachers want to be armed with textbooks and computers, not guns. January's online survey was conducted by School Improvement Network, a for-profit company that specializes in professional development for educators and partners with schools, districts, and educators. Stated that 72.4% of educators said they would be unlikely to bring a firearm on school even if they were allowed to. That just states that teachers do not want to carry guns, even though it's so safe method. Also, school, as I stated, school will be showing the wrong message. Traditionally, schools show nonviolence. There's so many campaigns, such as the Campaign for Nonviolent Schools and Youth, led a citywide coalition in Philadelphia that aims to end all forms of violence without pushing students to criminal justice system. The fact is that the problem isn't to put a gun on campus and to stop people from coming in. The problem starts as the child development, since they're the individuals that actually cause the problems in the future. Since violence is actually seen in schools, even from students who target staff, putting a gun in the staff's hand is only going to raise the intensity of the argument, if there is one. In 2011, a Mayo High student caused a lockdown after police say that he brought a fake gun on campus and pointed it at a staff member. So who's to say that if he's actually capable of taking a fake gun and actually cause a violent act, he's not going to increase it once he knows that the teacher also has a gun. The fact is that juveniles also commit crimes that cause them to be on death row, where the fact of staff having a gun may be tempting for students to actually carry a gun as well. Since 1973 all the way to 2000, when the death penalty was actually being stated, 17 men have been executed in crimes they committed while being a juvenile. And 74 people in the United States currently sit on death row for crimes they committed when they were 18 and younger, before they were 18. That just shows that there's a lot of violence. It's apart from like the violence that you see outside, there's violence within schools. There's gang members that are actually, gang-related members that actually go to school, and sometimes all they do care about is creating that type of intimidation. And the fact is that you can't stop the violence at the end after after the whole childhood. There's not too many individuals that like change instantly after like something happens. You have to start from the beginning where the child development breaks in. This fact just clearly states how like there's many students that cause crimes that are caused with guns, and putting guns into staff members isn't the right idea.